She seemed perfectly fine on a Tuesday morning, eating normally, playing a little, nothing that would make you worry. But by Wednesday night, she couldn't urinate. She was crying in pain in her litter box, and her owner had no idea why. The vet visit that followed cost over $4,000. And the cause? Something so simple, so invisible, that millions of cat owners miss it every single day. Their cat was slowly, quietly dehydrating. If you have a cat at home right now, please watch this until the end, because what you're about to learn could save their life. Here's something most cat owners never find out until it's too late. Cats, by nature, have an extremely low thirst drive. Their wild ancestors, desert hunters, evolved to get almost all of their moisture from the prey they caught: fresh mice, raw birds, naturally hydrated meat. Their bodies were never designed to walk up to a bowl of still water and drink throughout the day. But today, we fill their bowls with dry kibble, food that contains less than 10% moisture, and we expect them to make up the difference on their own. They don't. They can't. And most of them silently suffer because of it. A cat's body is made up of roughly 60 to 70% water. When that balance drops even slightly, their kidneys, bladder, and urinary tract begin to struggle. And the terrifying part is, they almost never show it. Not until it becomes a crisis. So how do you know if your cat isn't getting enough water? There are signs. Quiet, easy to miss signs that your cat's body is sending you right now. The first sign is lethargy. When a cat is dehydrated, their energy drops. You might think they're just being lazy or getting older, but a cat that used to greet you at the door and now barely lifts their head may not be just tired. The second sign is a dull, dry coat. Proper hydration keeps a cat's fur soft, shiny, and full of life. When their body is short on water, it pulls resources away from the skin and coat first. If your cat's fur looks rough, flaky, or has lost its shine, that is your cat's body asking for help. The third sign, and the most dangerous one, is changes in the litter box. This is where so many owners miss it completely. If your cat is visiting their litter box more frequently than usual, or if they're going in and coming out without producing much urine, or if you notice very small concentrated spots instead of normal amounts, please, do not wait. One cat owner shared her story online, and it broke thousands of hearts. My male cat couldn't pee. I took him to the emergency vet at 2 a.m. 2 days in the ICU. $4,000. He survived, but now he's on prescription food for the rest of his life. All because his body wasn't getting enough moisture. This is not rare. This happens every single day. To cats whose owners loved them deeply, but simply didn't know. The fourth sign is sunken or dry-looking eyes. In a well-hydrated cat, the eyes are bright, clear, and alert. Dehydration causes them to appear slightly sunken or dull. Combined with lethargy, this is a serious warning. And the fifth sign, the one most people brush off, is loss of appetite. A dehydrated cat's digestive system slows down. Their stomach doesn't process food as efficiently. So, when your cat suddenly starts eating less, or turning their nose up at food they used to love, water may be the missing piece. There's a comment that one grieving cat owner left on a video recently, and it has stayed with me ever since. She wrote, "We had to say goodbye to our beautiful 15-year-old boy a few months ago. He always struggled with his weight. I had no idea that the dry kibble I was feeding him every day was leaving his body short on moisture his whole life. I would give every last penny I own to go back and feed him properly, just one more time." She didn't fail her cat out of carelessness. She failed him because nobody told her. And that is exactly why this information matters. That is exactly why you are watching this right now. Because knowing, truly knowing, what your cat needs is the greatest act of love you can give them. So what can you actually do, starting today, to make sure your cat stays properly hydrated? Number 1. Switch to wet food, or add it to their daily diet. Wet food contains up to 80% moisture. That single change can transform your cat's hydration levels almost immediately. You don't have to eliminate dry food completely, but even one wet food meal per day makes a measurable difference. One owner shared that after switching to wet food, her cat, who used to wake her up at 4 and crying for food, became calm, satisfied, and completely changed. Her coat went from dull to glossy. Her anxiety disappeared. That wasn't magic. That was hydration. Number 2. Add water directly to their wet food. This is a simple tip recommended by many vets. Just a tablespoon of warm water mixed into the food creates a light broth or soup. Most cats love it, and it dramatically increases their daily water intake without any fuss. Number 3. Get a cat water fountain. Cats are instinctively attracted to moving water, because in the wild, still water was often unsafe. A small circulating fountain can increase how much your cat drinks every single day. Many owners report that after getting a fountain, they watched their cat drink regularly for the very first time. Number 4. Place water bowls away from food bowls. This sounds strange, but cats are wired to avoid water sources near their food, again because of wild instincts. Placing water in 2 or 3 different spots around your home encourages them to drink more naturally. Number 5. Warm refrigerated wet food before serving. Cold food has less aroma, and cats rely heavily on scent to decide if something is worth eating or drinking. Warming leftover wet food to room temperature makes it far more appealing and ensures they finish every last bit, including the moisture inside. There is one quick test you can do right now with your hands to check if your cat may already be dehydrated. It's called the skin turgor test. Gently pinch the loose skin at the back of your cat's neck, right between the shoulder blades. Then release it. In a well-hydrated cat, the skin snaps back immediately. If it takes a second or 2 to return to normal, or if it stays slightly tented, your cat may already be dehydrated and needs more water and a vet visit soon. It takes 3 seconds. And it could tell you something your cat has been trying to say for weeks. Your cat cannot tell you they are thirsty. They cannot open the refrigerator. They cannot pour themselves a glass of water. They cannot explain that something feels wrong inside their body. All they can do is trust you. And now, you know what to look for. You know the signs. You know the solutions. And you know that something as simple as moisture in their diet can be the difference between a long, healthy life and a preventable emergency at 2 in the morning. If this video helped you see your cat a little differently today, share it with someone who loves their cat the way you do. Because the best thing we can do for the animals who trust us completely is simply to know better. And now, you do.